My name is Maria Ayala, but I am best known as Mary. My story began in central Mexico, where I was born and raised in a small pueblo until the age of 7. Until 7 years old, I grew up being raised by my mother. My dad worked in California to provide financial support for us as best as he could. Growing up in Mexico exposed me to the realities of working hard for a living and remaining resilient in finding ways to put food on the table. I witnessed my mother put the expenses of my education before her needs, and even then it was not enough to cover the basic necessities and school uniform. I did not finish the first grade.
Perdón, mija, pero no tenemos dinero.
In May 2004, my mother and I migrated to the United States, pursuing a better life with greater opportunities. In the present day, I live in San Jose, where I moved to pursue a degree in business management. I'm a full-time first-generation college student, and this is my 4th year at San Jose State University. Living and attending school in the Silicon Valley has been a financial hardship for my family and I. Before the beginning of every semester, my dad and I sit down to calculate an estimated expense and budget how we will afford to pay for tuition, textbooks, and other expenses. Every year the same question arises: can we afford it? In the beginning of every semester, I'm stressed, I am anxious, and I struggle. Purchasing textbooks affects the way I go about picking classes. Oftentimes, I choose classes where there are no textbooks required, because the professors understand that they are a big expense. Generally, they were first-generation college students as well and look towards helping individuals who are walking in the shoes they were once in. In addition, when it comes to expensive books, I look for the lowest priced ones, but there have been times where some pages are missing. I resort to sharing a book with a friend or going to the library to hunt it down and hope it is available. Textbooks are a financial burden, and the reality is that sometimes I weigh the cost of not buying a textbook to retaking the course at a community college during the summer. In a way, it feels like not much has changed since Mexico, in the sense that there have been times where my parents and I put the expenses of my education before our needs, and even then, it is not enough. Looking forward, I hope to go back to school and get a master's degree. I believe that my journey in education will not be over once I graduate San Jose State. In the meantime, my focused career goal is to work in human resources or project management for a big organization where I can gain insight into how a business functions. In the near future, I hope to apply my skills and knowledge to invest in starting a small business. Nonetheless, I know that facing economic hardships has allowed me to be appreciative of what I have done and proud of the work I do to provide for my studies. On the brightest side of things, I am happy to be here, and I will continue to work hard in order to finish strong.